Hello folks, it's Floofy Pigs here with my favorite game of all time, Pokemon Platinum. I started playing Pokemon when I was 6. My parents bought me a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Blue and Yellow at an antique store. Later, I got a Nintendo DS for Christmas that had Pokemon Ranger and Pokemon Pearl. I grew up on Generation 4 Pokemon, and Pokemon was the only game franchise I remember playing for a few years of my life. And out of all the Pokemon games, my favorite is Pokemon Platinum, because I believe it is the most challenging game in the series. I could gush over how much I love this game for hours, but that's not what you're here for. I've noticed many YouTubers and streamers attempting various Pokemon challenges, and I wanted in on that action. My unique spin on these Pokemon challenges is based on the color of the Pokemon. My first Pokemon series will answer the question, can you beat a Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke by only using pink and purple Pokemon? For veteran Pokemon fans, you'll understand what I mean by a Nuzlocke, but stay tuned to this introduction because I am making some custom rules to the standard archetype, and I will explain the interesting hurdles on my adventure. For those unaware, a Nuzlocke is a set of self-imposed rules that follow certain parameters. You can only catch one Pokemon per route. You can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter on a route. If your Pokemon runs out of HP, otherwise known as fainting or being knocked out, then they are considered unusable and must be permanently placed in the PC box in the Pokemon Center. You must nickname every Pokemon you catch. If you lose a battle, it is game over. Now, those are the basic rules. In addition, here are my custom rules. I cannot use healing items in battle. My first encounter is defined as the first viable Pokemon I can catch on the route. I am allowed to catch Pokemon that evolve into Pokemon that become pink or purple. I cannot catch a pink or purple Pokemon I have previously caught or encountered. I cannot use a Pokemon in a trainer battle if they haven't evolved to be pink or purple. I have to level these Pokemon up through only wild encounters. If a shiny Pokemon happens to be pink or purple, I am allowed to catch it and use it. Each section of the game has a level cap to the gym leader's ace Pokemon. The level cap for the Elite Four is set to Cynthia's second highest level Pokemon, which would be level 60. I will replace Chimchar with Apalm so that I can start with a Pokemon that reflects the challenge. I chose to replace Chimchar because my rival would choose Piplup, which would put me at the most disadvantage throughout the game. I am not allowed to use any mythical or legendary Pokemon. Now, looking at the Sinnoh Pokédex, we can see only a few evolutionary lines that I would consider to be enough pink and purple to be a viable Pokemon for this challenge. These Pokemon would be Crobat, Dustox, Ambipom, Drifblim, Gengar, Mismagius, Skuntank, Drapion, Gliscor, Espeon, Cherrim, Gastrodon, the West variety of course, Mr. Mime, Blissey, Clefable, and Lickilicky. However, I cannot use all of these Pokemon. Gengar only evolves by trading Haunter to another player. Since this is a single player challenge, I cannot utilize any trade evolution Pokemon. I can and will use Haunter in this challenge, but it won't reach their full potential. Mismagius and Skuntank are not catchable in Pokemon Platinum, which removes these two from the list. Drifbloom can only be caught in the Valley Windworks on a Friday, so I have to play around this scheduled encounter. I will have to catch my pink and purple Pokemon on specific routes in order to be able to obtain the rest of my possible encounters. I will explain this throughout the series. And finally, this portion of the script was recorded before I attempted this challenge, and I am unaware of what will happen, but I am very excited for this interesting Pokemon adventure, and I hope you guys do too. My starter Pokemon Apalm has an impish nature, which increases defense and lowers special attack. My rival battle was uneventful, but I noticed that Apom had Sand Attack and Tail Whip, which could be a surprise tool used for later. I forgot to name Apom because I wasn't paying enough attention to the dialogue in Professor Rowan's lab. I can name Apom once I reach Eterna City, because that's where the Name Raider lives. In my intro, I forgot to tell you guys why I chose pink and purple as the color for this challenge. Pink and purple are my favorite colors. Well, less so pink, but they go nicely together, and it makes sense in this type of challenge. Since Pokemon Platinum is my favorite Pokemon game, I should use my favorite colors for my first challenge. The catchable Pokemon are interesting because of the weird hodgepodge of types that I can use. I could potentially get 4 normal types, 4 poison types, 4 flying types, 2 ghost types, 2 psychic types, 2 ground types, 1 water type, and a grass type that will be very challenging to catch. On the side note, I always cringe when we are introduced to Looker because he's supposed to protect people from terrorists. With that being said, then there's no wonder why there's so much crazy shit going on in the Pokemon universe. On Route 204, I encounter and catch a Wurmple. Wurmple is a Pokemon I'd like to spend some time talking about. Wurmple can evolve into 2 different Pokemon depending on its personality. Silcoon is the evolution I do not want, because Beautifly doesn't have enough pink or purple to be viable in this challenge. I need a Cascoon, which looks pink in Platinum, but it's actually white. So that being said, I cannot use Cascoon in trainer battles until it evolves into a Dusktox. Now here is the situation. When I encounter a Wurmple, I have no way of knowing if it'll be a Silcoon or a Cascoon until it evolves. I tried looking it up, but I ended up with some more questions and answers. So looking back at the rules I put in place, my first encounter only counts if they will be pink or purple. So I ended up catching a Wurmple. So if I end up catching a Wurmple that evolves into Silcoon, then I still have my first encounter. Essentially, I can keep catching Wurmples until I get a Cascoon, because Dusktox is the only viable encounter on Route 204. The Wurmple that I caught on 204 ended up having a lax nature, which increased defense while lowering its special defense. This is a decent nature for Dusktox, because the best nature is Bold, which increases defense while lowering attack. I decided to name my Wurmple.
She made fucking beans. What the fuck?
And I will not be elaborating on why. After I caught my Wurmple, I went to the Ravaged Path, just north of 204, for my next encounter. I caught a Zubat, and it has a calm nature, which increases its special defense and lowers its attack. This is a bad nature for Zubat, because the ideal nature would be Jolly, which increases speed and lowers special attack. A lot of what Crobat is good for is its physical attacking, so this Zubat's gonna have some interesting journey ahead of it. I named my Zubat
Free Shavakadu! Free Shavakadu!
I decided it was a good time to figure out if Beans would be a Silcoon or a Cascoon. So I decided to level it up on Wild Pokemon. Beans evolved at level 7, and here's my live reaction. Yeah, baby! Please be a Cascoon, I was pretty upset finding out that Beans turned out to be a Silcoon. I decided to catch another Wurmple and level it up to see if it was the chosen one I was looking for. The next Wurmple encounter went smoothly. I named her Beans, and I noticed she had a relaxed nature, which meant that it was an increase in defense and a lower in speed. This is not a bad nature because it increases defense, but I'm a little sad that it lowered speed because I want Beans to be as fast as she can. After an extended time leveling up Beans, she evolved at level 7. Here is my live reaction. Alright, please, for the love of fuck, let this be a Cascoon. I did, I can't tell. Thank you. I'm so glad that I did not get another Silcoon. Beans is a welcome addition to our team. The berry fight was easy. Apom swept and only used Scratch. Apom will be very useful early game because it gets Stab on normal type moves. Stab stands for same type attack bonus. Stab is a 50% damage boost, which means that it is optimal in most cases to use a move that has Stab for attacking situations. After disposing of Berry, I noticed that Shavakadu is generally unlucky. She has some important utility on my team because she knows Supersonic, which is a 50% accuracy move that confuses the opponent. 50% is a low chance to hit for Pokemon moves, but it should on average hit every other time. Unfortunately for me, Shavakadu is incapable of at least achieving that. It is not only unlucky that Shavakadu cannot confuse the target, but it gets worse, because even when Shavakadu hits Supersonic, the opposing Pokemon does not hurt itself in confusion. Confusion affects Pokemon for 1 to 4 turns. Across that range, the exact duration is randomly determined. Each turn that Pokemon is confused, there is a 50% chance that it'll attack itself. Eventually, I'm faced with a notable decision. Apom wanted to learn Baton Pass, which is a fantastic move by the way. Baton Pass switches the user, passing all temporary stat stage increases and decreases onto the Pokemon that replaces it in battle. Apom in the future could learn a move that increases stats and get a free switch out to another Pokemon that could easily sweep. However, I need to focus on how to get to that point, and I see a challenging hurdle directly ahead of me. Rourke, the first gym leader. Rourke in any normal gameplay is not a hard opponent because all 3 starter Pokemon in the base game can easily sweep his team. But with this particular challenge, we have a problem clearing this gym. Apom is my only good option to use against his team because both his Geodude and Onix know Rock Throw and Stealth Rocks. Beans and Shavakadu will easily die to these Pokemon because rock moves are super effective against them. Stealth Rock sets an early entry hazard around the target Pokemon. Pokemon on the target's field receive damage upon switching in. The amount of damage inflicted upon switching in is affected by the effectiveness of rock against the target. This makes switching into any of my Pokemon hazardous, especially Shavakadu and Beans, because they both are very weak to rock. Rourke has one more Pokemon though, Cranidos. This is his ace Pokemon, his best Pokemon. It does not know any rock-type moves, which is a relief, but it has a massive attack stat, and it utilizes that stat by using Headbutt, which is a very powerful move at this stage of the game. Another concern that I have with Rourke's best Pokemon is that it knows Pursuit, which will hurt a Pokemon more if it is trying to switch out. Ultimately, I choose not to learn Baton Pass for the moment because I need Apom to perform really well against Rourke, and I need as many options as I can. I can always learn Baton Pass in the future when I need it. I just have to obtain a heart scale, and we're all good. Nothing more the wiser. Beans evolved at level 10, which means I can actually use Beans against trainers now. And here's my live reaction to Beans evolving. Yes, I am happy about this, let me tell you. Alright, we're getting ourselves a Dusk Tox. There we go. Now we can actually use Dusk Tox and battle, and that's so exciting. I'm excited. Look at that guy. Look at how happy he is. Oh, look at that little bean. Hey, beans. Aw. Good job, beans. Oh, yeah, baby. Is learning the good shit. Beans learned Confusion, which is a great early game move. I decided to level up Apalm and Beans up to the level cap of 14. I get Apalm really close to level 15, because if he defeats one of Rourke's Pokemon before Cranidos, then it can do just a little bit better in the fight. I choose not to level up Shivakadu to level 14 because it was taking forever to level him up. In my mind, I thought level 12 would be fine, because I shouldn't be using Shivakadu for the fight against Rourke anyway. So, my plan is, I decide to lead with Beans so that I can do damage without risking too much damage against Apalm before he fights the Ace. Here is the live battle and reaction to the Rourke boss battle. Hello everybody, this is Floofy Pigs here for the first ever gym battle, live of course, in the series. So, what we're going to do is we're going to lead in with Beans. Beans is going to do some confuse shit, hopefully it lands the confuse. But since the Geodude and the Onix both know Stealth Rock, I want to get in Beans early. So we're gonna Confusion. The Rock Throw is gonna hurt, but alright, so essentially let's see if I get a high roll here. No. How much damage does this do? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to harden. Maybe that'll help me. Oh, I could have killed. Alright, so I'm going to switch in Shivakadu against the Onix, which probably sounds stupid. Because it probably is stupid, but I'm okay with... Do I really want to lose Crobat, though? But I need Apalm to... Dusk Tox is bad the further we go in. So I'm probably going to have to get rid of Beans, unfortunately. I know a lot of my editing so far has been pro Beans, but it's looking like it's faster? How the fuck is that son of a bitch? Oh, I lived! It's faster. I've been granted a blessing. We're gonna see if Shivakadu lives. I probably should have leveled up Shivakadu. Oh, that's gonna kill, isn't it? Alright. Supersonic, you need to hit. Oh, it's how is this Onix fast as hell? Isn't Onix supposed to be kind of slow? Well, Shivakadu's dead. I might have to rethink the dupes because that's just kind of, it's just kind of bad. Okay. Apalm is faster. We're gonna hope, oh, that's nice. That'll kill next. So I believe this will do like 8 damage. Should be at, oh, less. That's nice. Yeah, how is that? That's in healing range. That's a little annoying. I was hoping that it wasn't going to be, because I can't risk so much damage on the Apalm. I really hope this guy doesn't heal. Oh, he missed. Oh, bless. Bless rock move 80% accuracy. That is why I don't really run rock Pokemon in runs, is because their stab moves are only so accurate. Okay, Tickle. What does Tickle do? Reduces its laugh. It's reduces its laugh. Attack and defense. That is not bad. That's better than Tail Whip. Alright, so Headbutt's gonna do a fuck ton. So we're going to need to set up the Sand Attack. And just hope. Because the level... Okay, Pursuit doesn't do a lot. Yeah, no, that doesn't do a lot. Just keep doing Sand Attack. Hopefully we're not punished by this. Okay, cool. I think I should go for a Rock Smash. Let's just see how much that does. And that does the defense. That should be kill. Or close to kill range. Oh, that does a lot. There we go. Alright, we got it. Thank you for your sacrifice, Shavakadu. Losing Crobat is pretty bad. But it was a really bad nature, and that's kind of why I made the decision to sack it. Is because if I wanted to throw him in, one, I misplayed. I would think that Zubat would be faster than an Onix, but I guess not. And that's just bad knowledge, or bad information. Stealth route, okay. Another thing, contemplating that battle, is that I thought it was faster with Zubat, and I wanted to go for it. And once I saw that Beans lived, I was like, you know what? That reminds me, Dusktox has a pretty decent nature, and it's probably best to keep Dusktox in because it's just ultimately a better nature. Zubat, you know, has a really bad nature that goes against it, and so that was kind of the decision. And I was hoping fucking Zubat wouldn't have been completely useless. I probably could have saved it. But yeah, no, we're gonna have to put away Shavakadu. So this was the Silcoon that I'm not gonna use, and then this is Shavakadu with the Quick Claw. Item, yes, I want to take that. I give it the Quick Claw just in case. All right. Yeah. Well, this is the end of the live portion of the video. Sorry about the fan if you hear it in the background. That's because our AC broke and it's hot as shit, so fucking deal with it. After the battle against Rourke, I hurry to fight Team Galactic, which is the terrorist organization for this region of Pokemon. This is in order to catch a needed encounter with Drifloon. When recording this episode, it was a Friday, and that meant I could get Drifloon as early as possible for the run. If I missed my encounter with the balloon Pokemon, I would have to come back next Friday to catch it. I battle Galactic Commander Mars and the potentially run killer Purugly with Gusto, so that I could replace Shavakadu. After I won and a bunch of nonsense later, I returned to the Valley Windworks to see Drifloon, but alas, I missed my chance. I will talk about why I couldn't encounter it in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this videos, and make sure you guys stay groovy. Have a wonderful rest of your day.